This is a 2018 GMC Sierra 2500 diesel. As you guys can see, has 45,000 miles. Now I borrowed this truck from Jerry Seiner, Buick GMC in South Jordan, Utah. This truck is for sale. Let's go ahead and check out what we're gonna be towing. So here's my Homesteader Intrepid trailer, 28 foot. This is 24 inches on the front. And I have 4 sets of wheels and tires, my generator, and my car. Now the last few tests that I've done will have tons. I do not put this weight inside the truck. Now luckily today, I did already get the truck weighed without the trailer, and then I'm gonna take the trailer back over so we can get it weighed so we can know exactly the type of hitch weight we're gonna be putting on the truck. Back in 2018, these trucks did have the class 5 receiving hitch, so 2.5 inch opening, 4 and 7 pin right there. And oh, this truck actually has the rails for a 5th wheel hitch too. Nice. And I figured I'd just show this to you guys. This is a Gator truck bed cover. And let's go ahead and check out the numbers on the door. So down below, you guys can see the gross axle rating in the rear is 6,200 pounds. And the gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 10,000 pounds. It does have some Nitto ridge grapplers, I believe. They look like ridge grapplers from here. And let's go ahead and check out some of the towing features that this truck has. Now, front and center is the trailer brake right there. And you guys can see tow haul mode is right there. Lastly, exhaust brake on this side. If you go ahead and start the truck up, this truck is really clean, by the way. Whoever had it, they took really good care of it. And let's go ahead and check out your backup camera. So let's go ahead and straighten up just a little bit. I actually just got back from the weigh station. So here we go. My camera might be making this thing look a lot better than it actually is, to be honest with you, but it's not bad. I mean, listen, if you are looking for a truck this age, these things were not important. Now, one advantage on this truck, they do have power pedals down below. I forget that these trucks had that, but the new ones don't. Even Denali Ultimate, and I do miss that mechanical parking brake. As far as the tow mirrors go, they are manually operated, so there you go. You gotta pull them out on both sides. I did drive here with them in, and I feel as though they work probably a little bit better with them out, so we'll have to check that out as we go down the road. So let's go ahead and measure for the drop. So here's the first one. We are at, let's use 44 3/4. All right. So the new measurement is 42 even. Whew. So I'm not good at math on camera, so that is going to be just under 3 inches, so 2 3/4. Yep, 2 3/4. And here's what it looks like. She's squatting. I mean, these trucks definitely did back in the day, and because this is a 3/4 ton, even more so. And here's just a quick look at the suspension. You have 5 leaves in the main pack, and these trucks did have the Rancho shocks back then. These are the Nitto ridge grapplers. We'll see how these perform. And one thing to mention too, you guys see right here, the receiver hitch does give you enough room for larger chains like this on my trailer, so this is the perfect setup. Now it does show you that you are connected to a trailer. I don't think they give you any trailer menus, things like that on these trucks. I don't think they do. Oh wow, this thing had a Wi-Fi hotspot back in the day. Let's go back to options. See, I don't think they do. And on this side, you guys can see these trucks have come a long way. Now I do know you can get an aftermarket head unit in here. I think it gives you like a 12-inch display setup too. But yes, this truck, despite it being a little bit more outdated, if you're looking for a heavy half-ton, this truck's gonna do the job for you. Now, did I show you guys the payload? I feel like I kind of skipped over that because I don't remember the number. So here's the payload if I didn't show it. 2,195 pounds. Okay, 2,195. That's about typical. Now, if you don't know, the newer GM trucks from 2020 on did get a longer wheelbase because this cab is definitely smaller in comparison. Also, they got heavier, so that's why they raised the gross fuel weight rating on the 3/4 tons. Now you can get a 10,000 pound if you want, like this truck has, because that's all you could get back in 2019 and earlier pickups. But you were just not going to have a lot of payload like you just saw. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this bad boy weighed, and then you guys have to wait for the next video. We're going to go up a 6% grade because I want to see how this truck performed back then and how it performs with the trucks today, because 6-speed versus a 10-speed. Let's see how the 10-speed performs. Like, I have one and I can give you guys my opinion on this true Allison 6-speed. So here is the cat scale weigh-in. You guys will see the steer and drive axle. So the steer axle is going to be 4,820 pounds. The drive axle is 3,180 pounds. So gross weight with myself inside the truck is 8,000 pounds total. Up next, this is the truck and trailer. So you guys can see the steer axle change a little bit, and of course the drive axle is going to take most of that weight. Now the trailer is 8,000 pounds, but you guys will obviously notice that we did increase the gross vehicle weight of the truck, which means that weight is part of the trailer. Now, gross combined weight is going to be 17,680 pounds. That's truck and trailer combined. Let's go ahead and put these numbers in a spreadsheet, and I'll explain them a little bit more. Now, you guys saw how I got these numbers here. So if you were wondering about this number, all you have to do is take the gross vehicle weight rating, subtract it here. That's how you get the curb weight. Now, I could not find the gross combined weight rating online, but the towing capacity is 13,000 pounds. So what I did was I figured the gross fuel weight rating of the truck is 10,000. Let's just assume 23,000 pound gross combined weight rating. It could be higher, it could be lower, but that's just my estimate for now because I couldn't find it online. Here are all the numbers with the truck and trailer, okay? Now, if you don't remember, the axle rating without the trailer when I got it weighed the first time was over 4,800 pounds. So we took a ton of weight off that front axle. Now, I don't think my truck, which is a 2024 GMC 2500, I don't think that I had that much transfer to the rear axle. So I'm wondering if the slightly longer wheelbase does help kind of with that. That being said, we're still under the ratings for the front and rear, okay? And I'm sure some people will say you probably should use a weight distribution hitch. Here's what I'll tell you. On an HD truck, even with this GMC Sierra 2500, I didn't really notice the trailer was back there to the point where I needed to maybe move the generator and the wheels behind the car just to kind of decrease that hitch weight. But in a lot of cases, it didn't seem like it was that bad. But if you're wondering how much hitch weight it is, you probably already saw it. It's just under 1,700 pounds of hitch weight. That is a lot of hitch weight. And that's pretty much at maximum, even on HD pickup trucks. I think Ford's like 2,100 pounds and GM and Ram are like 2,000 pounds. So respectively, you're still in the ballpark, but you're pretty close. And towing that much on the hitch is totally different from the pin weight on a fifth wheel or a gooseneck ball. Now, with that being said, you guys can see when you take that 10,000 pound gross fuel weight rating and subtract it from the gross fuel weight of the truck hooked up to the trailer, you only have 320 pounds of payload left. So if you had 4 guys going with you to the racetrack, your trailer's already filled up, you have a bunch of stuff in the bed, you're most likely going to be well over on the payload of this truck. Now, this is the gross combined weight rating. You guys already saw where we got that number from. And this is basically the trailer. You guys saw that the axle on the cat scale was 8,000. All I did was just take this number, add it here, and then I got this number. So with that being said, this truck can tow this trailer, but just know that if you plan on towing a trailer similar to this one, a steel trailer, and have occupants and stuff in the bed, you could actually exceed the payload of this truck if your hitch weight isn't, you know, lower than this. I would say 1,300 pounds is a good number for a trailer like this. And I can move everything behind the car and get there if I needed to. And the trailer does still pull good. I actually did it with some half-ton trucks, which you'll see here soon. It is shocking to see just how heavy my black trailer's tongue weight can get. That is pretty insane. I haven't had a chance yet, but I may try to get the trailer weighed, putting the generator and all the tires behind the car, just to see what the difference would be with that. I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it, but I will try to do it in the future at some point. I had a chance to tow with 2 other trucks that you guys can be excited by. They're both half tons, GMC with the 5.3. I can't wait for you guys to see that video. And then a Toyota Tundra with the 3.4 twin turbo. So those are some half tons. I also have some Super Duties, one with a 6-speed, a 2019, and a 2022, I believe, with a 10-speed Power Strokes. That's gonna be another good comparison. And then I have some older Cummins and Power Stroke videos coming too. So I did a lot of towing tests, but these videos are so hard to edit and put together. So be sure to support them. Seriously, I always say this to you guys, support them. Now, unfortunately, the next video I do on this truck, it actually got sold. So I had to drive it back to the dealership. And so I didn't have a chance to go up to 6% grade, but I'm sure I'll get another 2018 or earlier pickup. I think 2017 plus, they did do the update to the L5P Duramax. So you guys at the very least see fuel economy and a little bit of acceleration with that truck in the video, but I didn't take it up to 6% grade. So I just want to let you guys know that. And like I said, in the future, I'm sure I'll get another one and we'll do that. Peace.